Hey guys, welcome back to the 8th day of Craftmas. Today I'm sharing how I made a stencil with the Cricut to make these cute rustic wood slice ornaments. I hope you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up if you do, and subscribe to my channel if you are new. I bought these wood slice ornaments on Amazon and they are around 2 inches and you get 37 for $15. I'll link these in the description box below if you are interested. I'm just going to make 5 today, so I'll take 5 of the ornaments out of the bag. You can see it comes with the twine and the hole already punched into the wood. I'm going to start by painting these black first. I usually like to use chalk paint. I buy this at Walmart, but you can use any type of acrylic paint that you like. Now I'll show you in Cricut Design Space how I put together the words and the snowflake. The first thing that I want to do is go to Shapes and select Circle. The size of these are 2 inches, so I'm going to go up to my width and select 2 inches. I'm also going to change this to black because that's what color I painted my ornaments. You don't have to do this, but I like to do it just to visualize it. Then I'm going to duplicate this so I have 5 circles. The font that I'm going to be using is the Skinny. This looks like Ray Dunn, which is popular for farmhouse decor. And I'm just going to type in my words that I'm going to be using. I'm going to bring the letter spacing in just a little bit with each word. So it says 0.8, so I'm going to do that for all of these. I'm going to be painting these white, so I'm going to change all of the words to white. On the 5th one, I want to put a snowflake, so I'm going to go into Images in Cricut Design Space, and I'm going to search for snowflake. I can't decide which one I want, so I might just upload a few of these. I'm going to move these to the side and I'll decide which one I want after I add my words to these. So I'm just going to bring these up and I am just going to make it bigger and line it up here. Okay, I have all those lined up. Now I want to decide what snowflake I want to do. Since my words are so thin, I want to do one of these thinner snowflakes. I think I like this one better. Okay, so I like how all of these look, so now I'm going to go over to my layers panel and hide all of these circles because I won't need these. Now I'm going to click on Make It. I'm going to move this around to fit my aura mask that I have. It's not a full sheet since I've used some of this, so I'm just going to kind of move this down. I'll click on Continue. I'm using Aura Mask stencil vinyl, so I'm going to browse for stencil vinyl. And I'll select this one. I'm going to star this one also. And I'll show you how I cut this out. I placed the Aura mask shiny side up on the mat and have the Cricut cut out my designs. If you don't have Aura mask 813, you can use contact paper or Oracal 631 vinyl as your stencil. I start weeding out my material. When making a stencil, you'll want to weed out the actual letters and image. It's the opposite of what you would normally weed out. I cut out my transfer tape and apply each stencil to the ornament. I like to use the same transfer sheet for as many as I can before it's not sticky anymore, just to prevent from wasting it. I like to use the same color paint over the stencil first. I've noticed this helps prevent the paint from bleeding through. While doing this, you can just use regular brush strokes, but when adding the actual stencil color, I recommend dabbing motions instead of brush motions. Now I start with the white paint. I make sure I dab a lot of the paint off before I start with the stencil. You don't want a lot of paint on it because that will help with bleeding as well. After that dried, I went over it with another coat. I wait for the paint to be almost all the way dry to remove the stencil. I got a little impatient and removed it a little earlier than I should have, and the paint bled through just a little. I take my weeding tool and remove the inside pieces. Now I just remove the rest of the stencils. The paint lines weren't perfect. It might be because the surface isn't completely smooth, and I usually press the Aura mask down really well with my fingers before I start to paint, and I completely forgot to do that, so I feel like that could be a big reason why as well. But I feel like it just adds to that rustic farmhouse charm. If you don't want to make a stencil, you could use white permanent vinyl instead. I add the twine from the package and use red buffalo check ribbon to tie a bow. I love how these ornaments go along with the farmhouse decor. I made raid den ornaments last year, and I'll link that video down below. I plan to put all of these ornaments together on a tree to decorate this year. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. Hit the bell if you don't want to miss any of my videos. And check out my Patreon account in the description box below if you would like to support my channel even further. And there are some perks as well when you join. And have a great day.